Hello, what's up YouTube land, Zeno Gaming here, and back with some career mode gameplay here today. Episode number 25 of my F1 2020 My Team series here for Zeno Racing, and we are going to be taking on the Bahrain International Circuit in Sakir. So this track is always an enjoyable one for everybody in the sport to watch it on TV. For myself to actually play it on the game, it's not my favourite track for whatever reason, just never suited my style, and haven't been the quickest around this track. Always found it difficult on traction, and yeah, just hasn't suited me whatsoever. So without further ado, we'll get into it. And we came off Australia, and it's been a few weeks now. I know we didn't score points, but I don't know exactly remember where we finished, but I know we didn't score points. We didn't make it through the Q2. Here's our first run in quali, and we actually made a mistake, had to abandon that lap, so it came around again on my second lap here, and open the DRS, come across the line, and it's ahead of Latifi and the Williams. We beat the two Williams drivers here, De Vries and Latifi. So we have Hubert, who's actually quite a bit quicker than me, especially in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Sector 3, it's even, but Sector 1 and 2 is where I'm losing all my time. So, yeah, just struggling with this car around this track. It's always been a bit of a struggle for me, this track. But anyway, we'll take you through now a full lap here at Bahrain. So, starting off here, coming into Turn 1, braking for me just before the 100 meter board, back down the second gear, quick short shift through third to fourth. Can't take it flat through turn 2. I haven't got enough confidence to do that. And then on the run now to turn 4. Braking just as you hit the 100 meter board. Got it all the way back down the second gear. Normally I take it in third. This is the best part in the track here. These left and rights. Chicanes, turn 6, 7. And now coming into turn 8. And just missing the apex there. Back down the second gear. So lost a little bit of time there, and now coming into turn 9 and 10, turn 10 the hardest corner on the track, and as you see, locking the front left as per usual. Actually got a nice run through there, open the DRS now on the run to turn 11, and this is a corner where you're looking for just before the 50 meter board, get it back down the fourth gear, probably missed the apex a little bit, ran a little bit wide on the exit as well, which wasn't ideal. Sweeping here through this right hander, and then this is a nice corner actually. It's not as tricky as turn 10, and coming now down to turn 14, the penultimate corner on this track, technically, even though it is the final corner, as this little kink here is known and classified as turn 15, but we don't get the best run there. We get on the curb on the exit, and we've lost a couple of tenths out of the final corner, and that means we have qualified 20th here in the Grand Prix today, but even without the mistake on the final corner, it would have only been good enough for 20th place, because I think I dropped 2.5 tenths on the run to the line, and Russell's further away than that. So we're going to qualify here in 20th today. Our teammate Hubert doing a good job in 18th, but yeah, not our strongest track. But we'll go into the race now.
Set for another enthralling race here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. A Ferrari stronghold in years gone by, but will they be able to add to their record today? There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best at turn 1 of course, and then another soon into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into the tight left-hander of turn 10. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Ricciardo, Charles Leclerc and Albon, Vettel, Perez, Ocon and Daniel Kvyat, Stroll, Sainz, Pierre Gasly and Norris, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Kevin Magnussen and Antoine Hubert, Russell, the captain, De Vries, and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Okay, this is Jeff. Can you hear me? Listen, a points finish might be too much to ask today, but give it your best shot.
So, welcome here, everybody, to the Bahrain Grand Prix, and starting from 20th on the grid, not an ideal qualifying spot. I knew this race was going to be tough. Just AI quick at this track. I'm not that quick at this track. It's just a combination for a bit of a bad recipe, but at least we're not on the back row with the two Williams cars are there. Last year actually was on the back row, so that's a bit of an improvement, and we've got a one-stop strategy, medium, too hard, so we'll do the best we can. Last year we did score points on a two-stop strategy, but one-stop is clearly the quicker strategy, and I actually probably should have went with the one-stop last year, and I probably could have finished even further up, but we'll see how we go. We're going to try it out this year, and we'll get ready for the start of this Grand Prix as the 5 red lights come on here for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And let's go here in Bahrain. And we get a good start off the line, but we just pick up a little bit of wheel spin here in 5th gear. And we lose a lot of momentum, almost going to the side of Russell. Then AI brake quite early here in the turn 1, but we're able to dive up the inside. We're now next to Norris. He's going to drive way out of the corner. We've got a car up our inside. That's Magnussen. We're able to keep him behind here on the run to turn 4 for the first time. And we're going to go down the inside of Lando here into turn 4 side by side and kind of squeeze him towards the edge of the circuit. We do that and we move up into 16th place, so a good opening here. AI was very, very careful into turn 1, as they normally are around this track, so we're able to gain a few spots there. And now we settle in here behind the Alfa Romeo of Giovinazzi, and we'll see if we can get past him as we come into turn 10 for the first time. And we don't lock the front left tyre up this time around. It's a bit of a lottery if you do or if you don't, for me in this game, so we managed to avoid that there. And coming through turn 10 for turn 11, sorry. And yeah, now it's just about building the rhythm in this Grand Prix. I'm not sure how the race pace is going to translate compared to the qualifying pace. For now we're holding on, but Giovinazzi has a little bit of a moment on the rear end there, but I'm not sure if we're going to have the pace to score points today. I think it's going to be very, very difficult. And the only thing I'm hoping compared to the guys in the top 10 is that our one-stop is just a lot more effective than their two-stop. So we're behind Giovinazzi. We actually got a really good run here, and I turned off the overtake because I don't want to use it all up here on the first 5 minutes of the Grand Prix. And I actually probably could have had a go if I had have left it in overtake down the whole straight, but I actually had to. I didn't not mean to brake that late into the corner, but you know, I closed a lot. But anyway, lap 3 here now, and we've actually lost touch with Giovinazzi ahead, and now we're under pressure from Norris behind. So that's he's going to have a look maybe on the switchback. No, because didn't have a great run out of turn 4 there. But now moving on to lap 7, Lando hasn't been able to get past, and we're kind of just in a bit of a stalemate with the Alfa Romeos. They haven't pulled any further away from me this race so far. And the gap's just kind of staying stable here. And now Lewis Hamilton's out of the Grand Prix. Wow, Lewis Hamilton is out in this Grand Prix. And with it being lap 7, we're in immediately to the box to put on the hard tyre. And this will take us, this is going to be our one and only stop. We're going to go to the end of the Grand Prix on hard. So, yeah, that's really unfortunate for Hamilton. That's 2 consecutive Grand Prix that he has retired. So it's a disaster for the 6-time world champion. And Valtteri Bottas, the defending world champion, you know, he's already won the first race in Melbourne, and he's looking good here to capitalise on his teammates' mistakes. So, well, it's not a mistake. Well, in Melbourne it kind of was a mistake, but in Bahrain, terminal issues have killed the Brits' hopes this time around. So lap 10 now, and it's going to be lap 11 when we go across the line for the restart. And I didn't have a great exit out of the last corner, but the AI didn't either. So it looks like we're going to have maybe an opportunity here in the turn 1. We're going to go down the inside, and this is just how early the AI brake. We can go up the inside of 3 cars. Kvyat's able to hold it around the outside on us, and we've now got Sainz coming back at us on the inside of turn 2, but we're able to hold it through 3. and Sainz is really close. There's Raikkonen as well, trying to get involved. Kimi Raikkonen, is he going down the inside? He is going down the inside. I can see in the mirror there. Raikkonen and Sainz side by side here through turn 4, and looks like Sainz is going to hold on. They're still side by side. Sainz is going to have the inside of turn 7, and it looks like he does hold on to P12. So we've now moved into 11th place here, and I'm feeling really good about our strategy because we're going to go to the end. But it looks like the AI Sainz is on soft tyres, which is really aggressive, but the other drivers are on mediums, and mediums will not make it to the end of the Grand Prix from here, and it'll be close, but I don't think they will, as Sainz having a look at us into turn 1 with the DRS. I've lost DRS to Kvyat ahead, and so Carlos is looking for opportunity here now on lap 15, and I don't bother any further with the battle. We've held him up long enough. He's on soft tyres. He's going to have to pit again for sure in this race, and I'm just going to save myself a bit of time here with and pick the battles here a little bit. Kvyat into the pits now, so other drivers also in the pits. This is actually going to move us into the lead of the Grand Prix, as everybody, as I'm the only one on the hard tyre, everyone was on the medium tyre, or some were even on the soft. See Valtteri Bottas on the soft tyre there, and Gasly as well on the soft, Albon on the soft, so they're running a completely different strategy, and they're not going to get soft tyres to the end, and they, yeah, I think they're on some kind of 3-stop strategy, really weird. Here on lap 22 now, I lock up in the turn 10 quite badly, and we got Max Verstappen right behind us. He just caught me, and as soon as he caught me, I made that mistake. And now, coming down the main straight here, he's got the DRS wide open on the fresh rubber. He's the fastest car on the track at the minute with the fastest lap he's got. He posted that the lap before he caught me. And now, next lap around, look how much Verstappen has pulled the gap already, and Ricciardo is on our case here. So Daniel Ricciardo having a really good race for Renault here. He's ahead of Leclerc, as Renault are quite close to Ferrari in the development. Ferrari are quite far from the Mercedes and Renault. Sorry, Mercedes and Red Bull. They've fallen back from the pack, as we now under pressure from Leclerc as well into turn 1, but we're able to defend that there. And coming through 4, he's not going to have an opportunity, as we have DRS now off Ricciardo. But next time round here, lap 24, and Leclerc's got the pace here to get past us without DRS here. So my tyres are really starting to struggle, and they've got just better tyres. So these last 5 laps are going to be a very difficult holding up cars behind. We've got Vettel behind here now, but we're coming back at Leclerc here with DRS. We're going to have a look in the turn 1 maybe. We're getting a good run, but we're not confident enough the brakes to dive down the inside. And coming through turn 2, just a loss of the back end there. We keep it out of the barrier somehow, and I'm frantic to get it back on the circuit here. Perez slips through, so does Vettel. Now we've got Ocon coming up behind us, and I'm going to go to the inside. Ocon should be able to drive around the outside, but we outbrake him in the turn 4 with dirt in our tyres, and we're going to drift wide, but Ocon unable to get through there, so we're able to somehow keep ahead of him for 6th place for now. But we got Kvyat, who is coming at us as well, but Esteban here on the main straight, we're going to go to the inside, and Ocon's going to go to the outside. I'm going to try and squeeze him a bit, but I can't outbrake him with my tyres. I don't think I try to here, and I'm actually going to get up the inside there. Actually, I do outbrake him, but I lose the rear end again, so yeah, really struggling with the rear tyres and rear traction, especially through turn 2. And we've got a DRS running here on Ocon again. I'm going to go down the inside. Going to drift wide. Ocon, is he going to get the over-under? He's not. So we're able to hold on to the position. So Ocon unable to get past, but you can see how much time it's cost us compared to Kvyat. And now Ocon on the main straight with 3 laps to go is going to get past us, and I don't think we're going to be able to retaliate this time. So we are going to lose out 6th place here, and Ocon moves into that position. We drop the 7th, and now we've got Kvyat coming up behind us with 2 laps to go now. Kvyat is going to have a go into turn 1. I try to pull out of the slipstream a little bit, and he goes back into it, so I wave back across. And now Kvyat's coming, and he's not going to be close enough into turn 1. So we hold on for now to the position, and coming here into, I did not expect this. Kvyat dives it down the inside into turn 9 and 10, and he parks it on the apex beautifully, and we don't have the traction at all off the corner. So Daniel Kvyat gets past us here for 7th place. That was a brilliant move by the AI. I did not expect that at all from the charge down the inside the 90. Obviously got a really good run off 8, and he makes it stick. So I'm going to try and stick with him here and see if we can get back past. I'm going to use overtake mode, whatever I got left. I haven't used it down this straight at all in this race. I've been using it in the 3 DRS zones, and he's quite a bit ahead. So we're pulling a little bit, but we're going to have DRS here. We go very deep in the last corner. I went very deep and just don't have the traction now to the last corner. You see, it's just fighting the car, pushing here as hard as I can, and I'm going to rue that mistake I made behind Leclerc when I spun here at turn 2, because I think that's going to cost us a couple of points here. But I'm not close enough to the back of Kvyat, and I can't get through. I don't have enough grip on the tyre, so we're going to have to settle here for 8th place today at the Bahrain Grand Prix, as Max Verstappen has won his first race of the season with Ricciardo in 2nd and Leclerc in 3rd. So, well, I think Ricciardo is in 2nd. I don't know if Leclerc has overtaken him. We'll see that in the final results, but I'll take an 8th place. 4 points I didn't expect, so I think strategy really helped us out there today, because we just didn't have the pace.
So another fantastic victory for Red Bull today. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. Review the updated driver standings. Max Verstappen's excellent result today sees him take over as leader of the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I have to give it to the captain. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
So that was a decent race. It probably wasn't the most action-packed or exciting race. We didn't exactly have great pace throughout. But Max Verstappen wins here in Bahrain. Ricciardo 2nd, and actually Sebastian Vettel has beaten Leclerc to that podium spot in 3rd. Perez picks up a ninth, 5th place. Ocon 6th, so good points here for Renault. Kvyat 7th, so a good result from him, with Sainz and Norris there in 9th and 10th to round out the points, with Stroll missing out. And actually, I didn't realise at the time, but actually a good drive by my teammate Hubert to finish in 12th place there and beat the 2 Alfa Romeo. So not a bad day from Zeno Racing here, and hopefully we can carry this momentum into the next race at Vietnam. Maybe we can get some upgrades on the car to help us in that race as well, because we haven't had any upgrades yet. So hopefully that will be in the works. So we'll see how that goes. And in the points, we are currently in 8th, so not a bad thing overall. In terms of the rivalry, we are split there with Norris, and we're down 8-10. Tim McLean currently at a level 15, which is good. We'll try and get that higher. Unfortunately for the sponsor objective, I missed out by 1 lap there, which is really annoying. Just to have to do one extra lap in practice or qualifying, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. And coming now to the main menu here, we have a lot of things in our activity box, including in our schedule, I should say, including a invitational event. But here we're going to purchase the build level for the chassis department, so hopefully that helps us get parts in a little bit quicker for $5 million. And I'm also looking to upgrade here the chassis in the resource area, just having a quick look at how the other bits. We do have aero bits coming to the car, hopefully for the next race in Vietnam maybe, but this chassis should come for China if it all goes well. So we're going to purchase that for a bit of weight reduction, which is always going to help the car. And we'll see how we go there. So
we could better manage our time by organising some team activities. Head to the activity screen to see what we have available.
I'm not too worried about that, Carl. I did forget to schedule activities, so it probably was a decent reminder, and we'll just quickly do that and schedule what we can here. I'm gonna go with this one here because it's good cash in, and then we'll also go with the driver training, the weight training there, and get +1 pace. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a permanent upgrade or if that's just a race upgrade. But anyway, here's the invitational event. We're in this Ferrari. I think this is the 2007 one. Sounds fantastic, and left this to the last minute to beat this this one here. In the last 10 seconds, we get to the front of this overtake challenge, but we were able to get to the front here, and I was actually struggling driving that car. It was different to drive, but we get it done nevertheless, and so we passed that objective, and it's going to be 150k in the bank to help improve the car. Plus, that's a lot of team acclaim level, plus 1,000. So they're quite useful challenges. So when you do complete them, which is always good. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Wasn't the greatest racing at the Bahrain track. Oh, unfortunately, we've had a fail there.
So the entire development package for this weekend has failed. Check the R&D screen to order any redevelopment.
So that's a little bit frustrating. We're going to have to repurchase that, and we won't have it on the car for Vietnam. That's a bit of a shame. So anyway, apart from that, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like on the video. We'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this sort of stuff. And yeah, comment your feedback down in the comments section below. And until the next video, which will be the Vietnam Grand Prix at the Hanoi Street Circuit, until then, I will see you next time. Goodbye.